Hey, Galuf, the way seems a bit brighter up ahead. Let's push on, okay?
What do we got out here?
Ah, that's...
Scraggy!
Scraggy! You finally found him! Galuf, let's catch up to him and see what he has to say.
Oh, someone's coming. That can't be.
What? You want us to hide? Whoa! What's the big idea, Galuf? Huh? And now you want me to whisper? Okay, fine, I'll whisper. Seriously, what is going on? What? That's... Girder! Why is Girder here?
That's a good question. Sorry for the wait.
Took you long enough. I wanna get down to business, yo.
Don't be like that. I've gotta be careful to make sure I'm not followed either. It takes a lot of work to keep up this kind of scam, you know. You haven't lost your touch though, huh? Still quite the skillful little thief. So, where's the cash?
Yeah, I've got what I promised you. Getting a little greedy, huh?
Who are you calling greedy? Those blue gems will pay you back big time if you sell them in the West. Compared to that, the poke you pay me is like a drop in the bucket, eh?
Well, that's true enough. Of course, I could just go into Stony Cave myself and get some, but... well, it does get pretty dicey in there. Having you lend your particular expertise to that problem is... just plain expedient. Ain't no other way about it.
I'm gonna have those two fools bring me some more gems. I'll be counting on the usual amount when they do.
What? You're gonna have them get you even more? Those little losers?
That's right. After all, they're still dumb enough to believe I'll build them a house. At this rate, I'll be able to send them after more gems for the rest of their lives.
You serious? Dude, you're cold. It's their dream to build their own home, ain't it? They're gonna keep believing in that dream and just keep bringing you gems forever? Never knowing it won't come true? Man, I think I could cry. Ain't you got any heart left?
You want me to cry over something like that? Ha! You, the great Scraggy who pulls off way meaner schemes in the West.
Well, you ain't wrong there. You sneaky little...
What? You two?
We followed Scraggy here. Girder! Quite the convincing act you had us falling for, huh?
Anyone who expects honesty in this world is a fool. That's what you get for trusting me. Dream big, and you lose big. It's your own fault for getting tricked.
You were tailing me? You mean you actually saw through my mad skills? I'm impressed, losers. But, what you think you're gonna do now? You wanna fight? With the two of us? I'm warning you now, I've been tussling on the wrong side of the route my whole life. The battles I've lived through? Well, little squirts like you couldn't imagine. It'd be best for you to just toddle off home to your mamas, you hear? No way! Bring it! My. And even after I went to the trouble of warning you losers.
You don't have a bit of sense between the two of you, do you?
Fine then. Why don't we just show you? We'll show you what a big mistake you're making. Let's roll.
We're the ones who are gonna show you. Nice remix. Have a blast seed. Ah, that one missed. Okay, we're gonna need to move in, because they're using ranged moves. What? Oh, this is different. Once again, they're changing up the mechanics a bit, I see. Alright. So apparently we can't move. I'm guessing I can probably move down and trade with water, but I can't actually just move around freely and stuff. That's interesting. Gonna be problematic, though. Maybe I can move... Oh, I see, I can move sideways, I guess. Maybe. I don't want to waste a turn, though. This is actually not looking good. Great, my accuracy's down. I'm already missing like crazy. Not very effective. Overgrow, kick in, do massive damage, except I missed. Great. Yeah. Water, you want to handle that? Thank you. That was a close one. Ouch! Yeah, you run away. Wait, give me back my gems! I'm not gonna lose here! I'm not gonna lose to you, fools! Come on!
Boss, please, just stop.
What?
Boss, we're begging you. Please, stop doing these things.
You two! Why are you... You didn't... You wouldn't! So, you two are the ones who sold me out. The backstabbers appear at last. It was your meddling!
Yeah! But boss, please, let this be the last time you do this kind of thing, okay?
What?
We don't want to do this anymore. We never work. All we do is bad stuff. We don't want to watch any more of this. You never used to be like this, boss. You were nice, and you loved your work. You're not the boss we knew. Not anymore.
What? You little... You think you can defy me, huh?
We don't want to do bad things anymore, boss. Please, boss. We're begging. Can't we just do honest work together like we used to? Can't you just have fun working with us again?
Work like we used to? You guys ought to know better than anyone. There's no way that can happen.
What? What are you doing?
It's time you guys learned already. You can't. You can't just go back to the way things used to be.
Are you guys okay? It seems like there's more to this story than we've heard. Tell us what happened. Yes. You see, our boss, he used to be a great carpenter. Really. Everyone loved his work back then. We were in awe of his skill, and that's why we wanted to work with him. Being his apprentice was really fun back then. But then, the boss got injured one day. After he injured his back, he couldn't move the way he used to. His body just wouldn't listen. So he couldn't build the way he used to either. And because of that, he couldn't practice his building skills, so they went downhill. But even then, even without his old skills, the boss kept doing the best he could, you know? He still had his pride in the work. But then it happened. What happened? A certain Pokemon asked us to build him a house. Work had become pretty scarce by that time. We were so happy, all three of us. We poured our hearts into that house. We used up every last drop of energy we had to build it. And that Pokemon? He started by bashing the quality of our work. And then, he destroyed the house. Right before our eyes. What? At first we thought he had torn it down because our work wasn't good enough. If that was really the reason, well, I guess we would have had to deal with it. But that wasn't the reason. From the very start, he was just toying with us. Toying with you? He had us build that house with every intention of tearing it down afterward. Planning from the start to complain about the work as an excuse not to pay us. That Pokemon called the boss's house a piece of garbage. Can you imagine? and smashed it over and over until there was truly nothing but garbage left. The boss had no confidence in himself after that day. He gave in to his despair and stopped working at all. And eventually he started cheating other Pokemon, like you. What a horrible story. But you said that Pokemon was just toying with you, right? He was planning to tear down the house from the start. So that means it didn't have anything to do with how good or bad your work was. Girder shouldn't have given up faith in himself because of that. We tried saying that too. But the boss just wouldn't listen to a word we said. In the end, he's the one who felt the loss of his skills most. And that house! He tried so hard to do a perfect job. And then it all got torn down in front of his face. I don't think it's any surprise he gave up after seeing that. But still, that doesn't mean he should become a criminal. We don't want the boss to keep doing these bad things. We thought maybe we could change things this time. And that's why we tried telling you about Scraggy, Galif. But in the end, the boss isn't going to change, is he? We just want to work together with the boss again. We want him to go back to being the same old boss who loved what he did. You know what I'm thinking, Galif? Of course. It's settled then. Our house is definitely going to be built by Girder. What? What? Even after he's been so terrible to you? Why would you... We've decided. We don't want anyone else to build it. Girder's our guy. I want to see the house you two and Girder will build together. A house with all your heart and soul poured into it. Girder headed farther in this way. Let's go ask him to help us. Even if he says no, we're gonna keep on asking him until he agrees. Thank you. Thanks, you guys. Let's all go together. Let's go see Girder together.
I gotta say, granted it's on, like, a smaller scale in a sense because it's non-world threatening and non-world ending and all that, but that got a lot serious pretty quick, actually. I like how this story is shaping up so far. It's pretty nice. You think I'm gonna stop at that point? Are you out of your mind, game? Heck no. We're gonna keep going. Oh sweet, I've got allies, which is good because I'm gonna need them. I'm out of Oran berries, and I never had any reviver seeds. I think I lost the blast seed that I dropped on the last floor because it was on the floor when the boss battle ended. Yep. So I haven't got anything to heal up with. If things get really tight, I could use the escape orb, but I don't want to do that. I want to just make it through this dungeon. I'll do my best.